everybody. We're on the way to the hospital for me to have my hysteroscopy today. It's 7:20 in the morning. We have to be there at past, so we're kind of trying to go quickly. We didn't actually plan very well because we've left it a bit late and there's a bit of traffic, but it's not too bad. I also had really good news yesterday. The hospital, I've been badgering them and emailing them back and forth, and they sent me an email to say if you feel well enough after your hysteroscopy around 3:30 that my consultant will see me. The lady that I was thinking that I'd be waiting 4 months to see has had a cancellation, so I can get to see her today. The hospital that I'm having my hysteroscopy, so it's really good news. So I'm super excited about it. And so Sal, he's driving at the moment, and yeah, so we're going to find out what, discuss my tubal issues. Obviously they won't have the results of the hysteroscopy, or maybe they will, to go down and talk to her about both. But I'm hoping that even if it is an 8-week wait, as I mentioned before, that perhaps they'll be able to book me from sort of now, and then that's more doable to wait 2 months to have my tubes removed, clipped, drained, or whatever they're going to do. I'm going to push for them to remove them because I just feel uneasy about having fluid in them, in my tubes, even if it's not toxic. So I'd rather just not have any complications. If they don't work and they're full of fluid and they're not going to carry an egg, they're not really much use to me anyway. And I've heard so many stories where they've removed the tubes and then the next time they've had IVF it's been successful. So I just kind of sort of crossing everything off. So yeah, I'll keep you posted. I always say I keep you posted, I noticed in my video. If that's annoying, let me know, because it's annoying to me when I watch them back. Yeah, I'll let you know how we go today, and yeah, talk to you later. So I've arrived, I'm sitting in the waiting room, so I'm not going to film. I've got into my scrubs and whatever, and I don't know if you can see that. I've got some gorgeous stockings to wear. They told me that I was supposed to be second on the list, but the lady or person who was coming to be first, their notes haven't arrived, so I might be going in first. So yeah, fingers crossed. But the sad thing about it is the unit that I had my ERPC and DNC, so it's like when I walked in there. Anyway, that's it for now. Quick bathroom vlog. I've had my procedure, feeling a little bit tired, had a sandwich. There was complete drama this morning because the consultant tried to get me to cancel the operation, and I'll explain why later, but I wasn't having any of it, and I've had it done obviously. So, talk to you later.
When she finished, or speak to her when she finished. Thank you.
Hello, just to round up my day at the hospital. I'm home, it's about 10 o'clock. I've been home for a while, I've just been relaxing. What did I mention? I think I mentioned the drama. Yeah, basically the consultant called me in and said that he didn't want me to have the operation. And I said, why? And he said, I think you should do it properly. I think you should do it all together. Whether we're clipping your tubes and blah, 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 we can do it all at the same time. I'm uncomfortable about doing constant going into the womb, and what if there's a perforation? There's 1 in 100 chance, 1 in 10 I think, chance of causing more damage and blah, 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 blah. And to be honest, I felt like he was trying to get me off their surgery list, but he was giving us some good like pros and cons, obviously. So we were like sitting there thinking, he said, and then I said, can you guarantee that I will get an operation to sort my tubes out? And he's like, not 100%, but have the discussion first, and then you can decide from there whether you want to do this hysteroscopy. It's got no benefit to you because you've done the high cozy and we've seen what we want to see, and just trying to fob us off. That's the real short of it. I've put more detail on my Facebook anyway. But yeah, that's the kind of short of it anyway. And in the end I was really strong, and I just thought, there's no guarantee that he's doing this operation. Yes, there's risks to having laparoscopy, and I can understand why he won't want to do it. But I don't want to risk losing this appointment. I was literally sitting there in my gown and everything. I was like, no, I'm going to do it. So he came out and said, what do you want to do? And then he said that. So, yes, but in the end I had it done. One of the nurses said to me, yeah, everything seems normal. You've got a forward tilted uterus, which is fine. The cavity's normal, and blah 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 blah. And then she said, oh, there seems to be a biopsy done and a polyp removed. So I was like, oh, all right, well, I was a bit like, in your face, surgeon. Obviously, there was a reason to have the hysteroscopy in the first place. So I was walking around really chuffed, like, pleased for myself. And then I had the appointment with the consultant. So I went there. And she told me that there wasn't a polyp at all. It was just the biopsy. So the nurse obviously presumed, because fibroids, you'd have to, I think that you have to get them with a laparoscopy. And then obviously if you've got polyps, you can have them removed via biopsy. So she probably just presumed. She's obviously not in charge to give that diagnosis, so she probably would get in trouble actually. But yeah, no polyps, so everything was fine. So really, yeah, what he said was true. I didn't really need to have it done, but I haven't done one for a few years. I've had the HSG redone. I've had this redone. The clinic have requested I have that done anyway, and a biopsy just to double check that everything's fine. Yeah, so I sat in the review, and she told me that the tubes, I do have hydrosalpinx, is that right? Which is the filling of fluid in the tubes. I really can't talk today. And she said it's minimal. There's only like small parts within the tube that have tiny, tiny pockets of it, and it's like really nothing to write home to your mum about or anything. Do you know what I mean? It's just nothing. So she said it's up to, well, it's not up to me. They said that the option that they're giving me is to go in and have another hysteroscopy, which would enable them to go to the entrances of the uterus, the entrances of the tube that join the uterus, and block them with some, I think it's something metal, like, that screws in, and then the scar tissue like binds around it and it blocks the tube. So then if there is anything inside, there's no way it can come out and trickle into the uterus. So that's less risk than having a laparoscopy. Because I've had my bowel removed, they are seriously concerned that I could perforate the bowel and have a colostomy bag where I haven't had to have one, and would think they could damage, but this could just be a 1 in 1,000 chance again. But so what they've said they'll do, they'll do that. They also said that they are going to write this in a letter to my clinic, my new clinic that I haven't actually joined yet, and address it to me, so that when I go now, what I'm going to do is have a consultation with the clinic and say, right, this is all the findings, this is what I've been recommended to do, here's the letter, what do you think about it? Should I get should I insist that they remove them completely, or do you think being clipped, blocked, whatever that's called, it will be fine? So I'm going to call the clinic that I'm going with tomorrow just to give them a heads up, because they might speak to me about it anyway, and then when I go there, I can just do it quickly, because if I'm waiting for them to send this letter and then I can't book the consultation until then, it will be then waiting to go and see for them for a consultation, then waiting to decide, yes, I'm going to have this operation, to contact the hospital, and then it's an up to 8 weeks waiting list to have that done. But it's just like today, it will just be a minor surgery, it will take not very long at all, and it will mean that as soon as I'm ready to go, I can do IVF again, literally the next period or something. I can then go from there. So yeah, if I can get this sorted, I could probably start IVF within the next 3 months, 2 to 3 months, if it's like an 8-week waiting list. But if it ends up being a month, or they push it forward or whatever, then yeah. But that is my day today, really. So I will keep you guys updated on what the clinics say, and if they say yes or no or whatever they want. And thank you for all your nice comments, and wishing me luck for today. It went fine, and I'm just really tired. I'm going to go to bed, and I'll give you all a kiss. Bye.